Mitsubishi. My name is Mason, and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer ES. Now what I'll do is run through the condition of the vehicle as well as some of the features that does come in this particular model. So starting off at that front end, got that very all that older Lancer shape, obviously slightly different. Lancers have obviously been discontinued, if you are aware of that, but these cars are great cars, very cheap to run and actually quite reliable as well. So starting off at that front end, do get that black grille. The grille actually presents in good condition. Now the front end is also in very good nick. There's no damage or stone chips or any paint marks or peels. So considering the age of this car, it is good to see that it has been looked after pretty well, and all the panels and everything are still intact and still holding on nicely. So again, these are all signs that the car has been cared for and looked after pretty well. Big bold headlights, standard headlights so with the reflector globe, and coming across to that driver's side wheel. Now these rims come a standard 5-spoke alloy wheel. No damage to that rim whatsoever, which is good to see. And also it looks like we've probably fitted new tires at the time of this video, so a little bit of money is going to be saved there, and provides longevity for the vehicle as well. Now indicator lamp is fitted onto the side there, and below that is your MyVec badging, which is Mitsubishi's safety systems, but indicator lamp is fitted onto the side. Got the color match side mirrors and door handles, beautiful grey color, still blends in quite nicely. Does have very minor scratches just above the door handle here, and on the door handle, nothing too major. It's not actually stands out too much. We've gone through the effort of touching it up though, so it's not as noticeable. But opening up the driver's side door, having a look inside the car itself, now I've got to say, very well maintained, well presented. Seats are in excellent condition, still keep that color, light fading just on the inside here, probably just some dust might come off, but the seats are in good nick, no tears, no damage, doesn't look like there's any burn marks from cigarettes. So good to see that the previous owner was careful when they actually owned this vehicle. Does seem to have some scratches here on the plastic, but that is what that is there for, so so that nothing expensive is going to get damaged. And the floor carpet is also in good nick. Door card is also in excellent condition. A good indication that someone's looked after it is that you don't notice any damage on the door card. Closing this up, I will note that the car also does come tinted, which is good to see. Both driver and passenger and the back windows have been tinted evenly, so that's going to add a lot of safety and protection for the passengers in the vehicle, but also it looks good on a car like this. Now taking a look at that second rim, again, no damage on that 5-spoke alloy and plenty of tread remaining on those tires. Coming across to the tailgate, this car does come with the reverse parking sensors along the bottom there. No reverse cameras. It is a 2011 model, so they weren't as widespread at the time, but reverse parking sensors are going to be sufficient as it is quite a smaller vehicle. Brake light is located right in the middle, and you do also get that rear wiper and washer. Opening this up and having a look inside the actual boot, does come with this cargo blind. You can lift that up and take it off if you did need to use it. Otherwise, your groceries and everything can sit under here. Space saver spare wheel is located under the kind of the floorboard, and all jack and tools as well. Now these back seats will fall flat. As you can see, there are levers on each side. So if I was to pull that, that's going to drop that seat completely flat. If I pull that, that's going to drop that completely flat. So you can pretty much utilize the whole boot space there. And quite a neat design. Again, the actual lining on the boot has been looked after pretty well, so no damage or marks. Just a little bit of light pulling there, but no actual significant damage. Closing this up. Now the boot, actually, I will note, does seem like it's been scratched. Maybe it's been opened up onto something. You do note there just a little bit of scratching marks. My guess is that it was just opened probably into something that was above it. Fuel fill cap is on the passenger side, which is the safe side of the vehicle, and that the third rim, also no damage to that rim whatsoever. I lied. Very, very minor mark here. Just 3 little minor marks there, just probably rolled onto something, and down the bottom here. Again, very superficial though, nothing too significant. It's not going to actually impact the vehicle. And another minor little stone chip or paint chip there. But the paintwork on this side of the car is also pretty good. Side mirror looks like it might have been knocked. It does seem to be cracked here in the corner, and has a little bit of scratching and crack just in the corner here, but it's not actually protruding. It's not significantly damaged, but you can notice that if you do look at that indicator lamp. And that fourth and final rim, this one seems to have taken a little bit more extra scratching and damage. Again, this is the rim that generally sustains the most damage, but looks like it's got pretty light scratches around the edging of most of the rim. But the rim, the condition of it is still pretty good. There's no significant dents on there, which is good to see. So we've got 3 rims in pretty good condition, one with minor marks and another one with slightly more marks or damage to it. new tires put on the car at the time of this video, and you've got a pretty good paintwork and well-maintained 2011 vehicle. So what we're going to do is pop the hood and take a look inside. Look inside the engine bay, you've got a very well laid out vehicle, lots of space to actually work around the car if you're pretty handy. These older cars are great for it. You can pretty much do most of the things yourself. Coolant reservoir is located here, so if you're doing it, make sure this is all topped up and always has coolant in there, and washer and wiper fluid is located there. On the right hand side is your fuse box, so if anything stops working in the car, make sure you check this first, like your headlights, maybe one light isn't working, check these relays first and then check the globes. And you've also got your battery terminal located just under the intake snorkel. Now what we have here is a 4-cylinder 2-litre petrol motor. It does also come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so lots of gears, going to be very nice and efficient to drive. This car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 7 airbags, so lots of safety for the 5 passengers in the vehicle. Now this motor produces 113 kilowatts with 198 newton meters of torque, and it does run on your regular 91 petrol. It does come with a 59-litre capacity fuel tank, and this car is going to have a combined fuel consumption of 8.3 litres per 100, or an average fuel distance of 711 kilometers off a full tank, but that is all dependent on how you drive. Taking a look inside the ES Lancer now, as you can see, pretty standard on the inside, pretty basic. If you're someone that doesn't want anything too complicated and doesn't have too many buttons and controls, this is actually a very, very good car. It does have all the necessary components. So driver's side door does come with your fully automatic driver's window. The rest are just your standard power windows. Above that is a window lock control, and also your side mirror toggles located just on the top of the plate there. On the right hand side, you've got 2 blank buttons and your stability control button. Probably not going to turn that off, so don't worry too much about that. Down the bottom of the A pillar down here, that is going to be your hood release, and down here by my feet is your fuel cap release. Now on the right hand side is your left and right indicator with your headlight controls, and your left side has your wipers and washers for both front and rear. Now the steering wheel, again, pretty standard steering wheel. It is a vinyl finish. On the right hand side are your cruise control settings and horn located right in the middle. Coming over to the little entertainment system or the radio system. So as you can see, very, very simple, very standard. Don't have to make it more sophisticated than what it is. Power buttons and volume all here. Power and volume here, sorry, and this is going to be your tune. Tune it like that, very easy to tune it. And then above here are all your hard buttons for your radio, CD input, CD, MP3, AM, FM radio. Pretty much all the necessary connections are located right there. Below that is your hazards and all your AC controls, so modes, fan speed and temperature. Just going to turn it off. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know why it's on. Plenty of storage underneath here. Now there is a auxiliary input here as well. However, it's in the white and red component cables, so you would need to get a adapter that can convert it to a jack as well. A 12-volt socket and a small little storage below that, probably an ashtray or a coin tray, whatever you want to use it for. And it's pretty standard gear shifter. Now if I bring that into drive and flick it through, so that is your drive, flicking it through to the right will actually engage the sports shift. So maybe you want a little bit of extra control over the vehicle while you're driving up a hill. You can just flick it to the right, drop it down a gear, and it'll give you just that little bit of extra torque, or just leave it in drive. Car's going to do all the work for you. Manual handbrake located here. You've got 2 cup holders hidden behind this little compartment. And if I lift this up, you do get also a storage compartment under your armrest as per usual. Very good condition. Having a look inside the actual car itself, like I said, very well maintained car. Back seats are in a very, very clean, probably old, owned by an elderly lady previously. I don't know, but just by the condition of the car, it's probably what it seems to be. Airbags all the way around as well. So lots of safety in the car itself. But if you're looking for a good car, this is a great example. So what we're going to do is jump outside and wrap up the video. Thank you so much for watching the walk around video on this 2011 Mitsubishi Lancer ES. Now I hope the video gave you a good representation as to the condition of the car, and as you can see, it is a pretty well looked after vehicle, and it does have all those really nice features for its age. Doesn't obviously have the sophistication of modern day vehicles, but if you want a car that's going to get you from A to B, it's going to be cheap to run and maintain, this is a perfect car for you. Now if you do have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. But just before I go, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years additional protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this vehicle. It does also come with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. So considering that this vehicle is already out of warranty, there is great value in this, so make sure you ask us about this. Now it is at an additional cost. However, if you're using our in-house finance, would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now lastly, but most importantly, make sure you jump on a Google, search up Berwick Mitsubishi and see what people have to say about us. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance as a buyer that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a good quality vehicle. Now, as I mentioned before, if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan. Thank you so much for watching.